So we all knew that Jason Whitlock was going to come out to the public eye and say something negative about the Colorado football team after they just took a devastating loss versus Oregon. And that's exactly what Jason Whitlock did. He came out to the public and he went on Twitter and spoke on Deion Sanders and their team. And man, I don't understand why Jason Whitlock hates Deion Sanders so much. He's been going at him for a couple of weeks now. He done spoke on all three of his sons, calling them the Black Devil. Jason Whitlock went on Twitter today, and this is how you know he's been keeping up with Deion Sanders, because he went on Deion Sanders' Twitter just to find out that Deion Sanders had blocked him. So Jason Whitlock got into his feelings. He was upset, so he decided to throw a joke and put it out on Twitter. So I want you guys to take a listen to what Jason Whitlock had to say, and then we're gonna come back and then we're gonna touch on this, because in all honesty, Jason Whitlock is Deion Sanders' biggest fan, and it just shows right here. So take a listen. If you guys don't mind, hit that like button. That would be highly appreciated. It does help my channel. And feel free to comment your opinions, man. How do you feel about this situation? But go ahead and take a listen.
Breaking news. Colorado didn't miss every block on Saturday. Deion executed a block. Amazing.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Last week, Deion didn't even know who his starting center was. Who? Remember that? And you wonder why the Colorado football team is struggling with its offensive line? The head coach doesn't care. He's Coach Prime. Nicknames and slick social media stuff, that's not how you build an offensive line. That's not how you construct a running game. It's not just about talent. It's about environment and culture and instilling a mindset and an attitude. That's how you establish a running game. That's how you build an offensive line. Coach Prime, unblock me. Let me help you through this.
So my problem with this whole situation, why are you so focused on what Deion Sanders is doing? Why are you so focused on what he has going on? You're trying to see another black man unsuccessful. You want to see his sons unsuccessful. What is it that you have towards Deion Sanders that I'm not understanding? Everybody's just hating on Deion Sanders and the Colorado team because they seeing that the success that these guys are creating, the bunch of eyeballs that they're bringing to college football. And Jason Whitlock is acting like a complete fan right now. This is what fans do. So we know Jason Whitlock is Deion Sanders' biggest fan. He's in love with Deion Sanders. You see he's checking his Twitter every so often to see what he's posting, just to find out that you're blocked. Jason Whitlock is even calling out Shaquille O'Neal because he felt like Deion Sanders is the best coach and he feels like he's the Phil Jackson of football coaching. But if anything, he's the main one that's acting like a groupie. Look at all this attention he's been trying to get from speaking on Deion Sanders. Tell me that's not being a groupie. And that's one thing a lot of people that are in my community, that's one thing that nobody can disagree on. A lot of people in our community don't like to see each other shine. And it should never be that way. We should always want to see each other win and succeed in life. That's clearly what Jason Whitlock doesn't want for Deion Sanders and his kids. He don't want to see his kids shine. Because if you guys haven't taken a look at my last video, I'm gonna go ahead and play exactly what he said about Deion Sanders' kids. So take a listen to this, man.
Deion's son not following the lead of his dad, because Deion spoke first and then Shiloh comes in afterwards, not mirroring the attitude of his dad, actually says, you know, if I see him, and he says it with a smile, but he says it still. He just wrote a check that if he sees Henry Blackburn, there could be trouble. And Deion's son has written a check. Does he plan on cashing it? This kind of back and forth talk. And again, when you invite the entire rap world into your program, you know what comes along with the rap world? Beef. You know what happens when there's beef in the rap world? Violence. Deion promotes a lot of Christian values, but what is he actually injecting into his program? Rap values. And so his son, he's not marrying Deion's mentality, he's not marrying Travis Hunter's mentality. And so as Shamika likes to say, I'm a fruit inspector. And so Deion Sanders' son is Deion's fruit. What does that fruit sound like what Deion's talking about? And does it raise questions about, oh, this is what Deion's saying in front of the camera. What's he saying behind the scenes to his actual team? Because his son is saying something completely different. Shedeur Sanders, who is a hell of a quarterback, but he's also arrogant. And if he were white, people would be calling him arrogant and a punk. He's kind of like Christian Laettner. And that's why I make the Duke comparison. That Colorado is the Black Devils. You know, Duke is the Blue Devils. Colorado is the Black Devils. This arrogance. Shedeur is the kid that pregame, big gold chain, Rolex watch, flashing it in other kids' faces before the game. That's Shedeur Sanders, the Christian Laettner of Colorado football. But he was known as an arrogant punk. That's what I see in Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, so I still can't wrap my mind around him calling Shaquille O'Neal a groupie when you got Jason Whitlock speaking on his man kids, going on his Twitter every second just to find out he's blocked, consistently speaking on him on a day-to-day basis on your podcast, hating on the man, bashing the man, calling his sons the Black Devil, calling his son ignorant and a punk. It just keeps going on and on and on, and it doesn't stop. You see it with all the coaches, you've seen it with all these teams. They all got something negative to say about Coach Prime. And the crazy part about the whole situation about this, Coach Prime doesn't say nothing to these guys. He does not say nothing. He's always been respectful. Before and after the game, he's always respectful. Prime example of people don't want to see you shine or succeed. When you're getting all this revenue, when you're getting all this attention, when celebrities are coming to support you, when millions and millions of people are coming to watch you lose. So I know Coach Sanders is going to try to make some adjustments and try to learn and adapt on what they did wrong and the things that they can fix, so they can definitely try to avoid to be put in this position once again. Oh yeah, and don't think that he's not going to go on his podcast again and talk crazy, because he's definitely going to go back on his podcast and he's going to have some type of joke, some type of meme to say about Deion Sanders and the Colorado team. So this dude might get his own podcast canceled out if he keeps attacking Deion Sanders like this. But I want to hear you guys' opinions on what Jason Whitlock said. So comment down below. I read all you guys' comments. I love when you guys engage. But that's all for today's video. Again, if you don't mind hitting that like button, that would be highly appreciated. It does help my channel, help support the channel. But that's all I got for you guys. Until next time, I'm out.